Hello, kids. A very good morning to you all, and welcome to this new learning session. Kids, in our previous session, we learned about verbs, and today I will add something more to your knowledge. But before that, let us recall what we have learned earlier. Okay? So tell me, what is a verb? Yes, you are correct. A verb is an action word. For example, in the sentence, they go to temple. What is the verb here? Yes, in this sentence, the verb is go. And we have one more sentence. Ravi reads a book. So now tell me, in this sentence, what is the verb? Yes, reads. In this sentence, the verb is reads. Kids, here we have some more sentences. Observe these sentences and circle the verb. He dances very well. She dances very well. They dance very well. I dance very well. You dance very well. So, children, what do you observe here? The verb in these sentences is either dance or dances. So we have two forms of the same verb here, dance and dances. Now let's learn the reason behind it. Verbs that come after I, you, we, they and plural nouns do not end with s or es. Whereas when a verb comes after a singular noun, it ends with s or es, as you can see in these examples. Here we have a verb live. It has two forms, live and lives. We will use lives with singular naming words or singular nouns. For example, he lives in a small town. She lives in a small town. Joy lives in a very beautiful city. Now, let us see where will we use live. I live in a small town. You live in a small town. They live in a small town. Joy and Olivia live in a small town. So when do we use live? Well, it comes after plural naming words or when our sentences have I, you, we and they. And when do we use lives? It comes after singular naming words or when our sentences have he, she and it. Here we have another verb sing. It has two forms, sing and sings. Now let's see where do we use sings. She sings very well. My brother sings very well. Olivia sings very well. Now let's see where do we use sing. They all sing very well. We love to sing in concerts. They sing very well. Both my brother and sister sing very well. Now, here we have one more verb like. We have two forms of like and likes. They like to eat ice cream. We like to eat ice cream. I and my friend like to study together. Would you like to have a cup of coffee? So, we use like when we talk about plural naming words or when our sentences have I, you, we and they. Now, let's see where do we use likes. He likes to eat ice cream. She likes to read short story books. John likes to write long stories. So we use likes with singular naming words or with he, she and it. Here we have a sentence, you dash very neatly. And we need to fill it with the correct form of verb, write or writes. Kids, we have to place the verb after the pronoun you. According to the rule, the verb after the pronoun you does not end in s or es. So we will use write. You write very neatly. Here we have one more blank and we need to fill this blank with the correct form of verb. And the verb has to be placed after the pronoun they. And according to the rule, the verb after the pronoun they does not end in s or es. So we will use study in this blank. They study together in the class. Now let's have a look at the last example. My teacher dash very politely, and we have to fill the blank with the correct form of verb. So kids, we have to place the verb after the singular noun my teacher. So the verb will end in s or es. So we will use speaks here. So the sentence will become my teacher speaks very politely. So kids, now we have learned the uses of singular and plural verbs with the help of many examples. So now it's time for some homework. Read the paragraph and fill in the blanks with the correct form of verb.